Postilli. Welcome to 5th grade. You're going to be in room 204 in the orange wing. Follow me and I'll show you where your lockers are. Okay, your lockers are going to be all of the ones here in the centrum. And what I did is I put you in your separate cohorts so you have a little more spacing room. So we have 1 and 2 and then some space. Hopefully that will give you a little bit of social distancing when you're out here at your lockers.
Welcome, boys and girls. I am Mrs. Parker, and this is your new classroom for 5th grade. I am very excited to get to meet all of you, and I wanted to show you around the room just a little bit and outside to see where your locker is. So let's head on out into the hallway. Boys and girls, out here right around the corner are our lockers, and your names will be on your lockers. We're going to use both sides of the hallway so that we can socially distance, and they will be clearly marked for you. I apologize, it's kind of dark right now because there are very few people here at school. So hopefully you have an idea, and I will certainly help you if you need help finding your locker on our first day.
Now let's take a tour of our classroom. Come on in. We have lots of bookshelves. If you take a look, we have the desks that are socially distanced. On top, I have the cohort 1 kids, and on the bottom, I have the cohort 2 kids. Our Clear Touch, which is an interactive, the computer is right here if you are not familiar with it from last year. It's a little bit different than a smartboard. Over here, we have our sink and restroom. Okay, we have my desk over here. So this is our classroom in the space that you'll be spending a lot of days in.
Boys and girls, this is where Mrs. Parker will be taking attendance at the computer. And then over here, unlike Mrs. Postilli, I have a smartboard. And I love my smartboard, so I hope I get to keep it. But this is where I will do most of the teaching, and I'm hoping to have you sit here on the floor. And then if we come over this way, we'll have classroom jobs, and they will be listed here for you so you can see what job you have. Class birthdays are up by the top by the ceiling there. And then over here, back to the front of the classroom, we have mailboxes, and that is where we'll put some papers and things, and we'll have to take turns going up to get our mail, but just know that we're not going to be able to keep anything in our desks. So papers that you'll get, you'll put them in your folder and then right into your Wegmans bag.
Boys and girls, this is the way that you do not socially distance, and you should not be wearing your mask this way.
Now, if you watch, we will properly social distance and then wear our masks appropriately. Mrs. Postilli has a cute saying to help you remember.
And in a second, when I get my mask on, I will do that saying. Over the nose is how it goes.
Boys and girls, we are going to be spending a lot of time here at the sink anytime we need to wash our hands. And Mrs. Postilli in just a second is going to demonstrate what that should look like. We want to wash our hands whenever we have touched our mask, which we're going to try to avoid doing, but we want to make sure that our hands are always nice and clean so we're not going to be transmitting germs.
It doesn't have to be long. Happy birthday to me. Happy birthday to me. Happy birthday to me. Happy birthday to me. Now my hands are gonna be all clean. Hi boys and girls. Mrs. Parker and I are a team, so that means that you will be learning from both of us. We will be, for this year, at the beginning of the year, we will be switching rooms, Mrs. Parker and I, but you will not. So what they want is that the kids will stay in their classrooms and then Mrs. Parker and I will switch. That means that I will be using the smartboard in her room and she will be using the Clear Touch in here, which is kind of new for both of us. I haven't used the smartboard in a while and she's never used the Clear Touch, so you're gonna have to bear with us. I teach social studies and I teach ELA, so you'll be getting ELA and social studies from me.
And then I teach math and health and science. So when I come into the room, those are the 2 or 3 subjects that I will be teaching. Boys and girls, I will do my very best to learn how to use the Clear Touch, but I will most likely be relying on some of you to help me with the transition. Technology and I typically don't get along very well, but I'm sure some of you are experts, so I will be looking for those kids to help me out whenever possible.